What's up, guys? It's your boy Cam, and I am here with NXT Takeover Legacy. So this is a continuation from night one, where we had a few title changes and we had a few title defenses. We had some really great debuts. We had some awesome matches. So if you haven't watched that, you can watch this later. You can watch that, or you can watch this one and watch that one. Doesn't matter. But we are here with night two. And if you thought night one was crazy, just wait. This is going to get even better. So we kick off the show with William Regal bringing out the owner of the company, Jason Momoa. And Jason Momoa says he's always been a wrestling fan, and putting on amazing shows for the fans has always been a dream. Putting on shows for the fans has been a dream come true. He tells the fans to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We are NXT, and Jason Momoa is my character. Just the avatar of the person. I'm the owner and the booker of NXT, and Jason Momoa is my avatar character. So I thought it'd be cool just to have him show up on the second night of NXT Takeover Legacy to talk about how important this show is to him. So we kick off the show with the NXT tag title match between FTR and the Hunters. I think this is going to get a 75. 78, that was even better. And about that had great wrestling and good heat. FTR defeat the Hunters when Casual submitted David Richards. FTR makes defense number 3 of the NXT tag team titles. Dax Harwood 71, Casual 69, Eddie Edwards 73, David Richards 69. Both teams have excellent chemistry teaming together, and I think this might be my best tag match, or one of my best tag matches ever. I think this is the best one. So, yeah, this is a good match. I said 75, at least got a 78, and it was only right that FTR, because they just won the belts. What was that, back in February? So, I think even though the Hunters won Dusty Classic, I never thought about taking the belts off FTR. I feel like they have a lot more gas and have a lot more story to tell with them as tag champs. And besides, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Hunters. They're on handshake deals, so I might, their contracts are coming up maybe at the end of the month. And they're on handshake deals anyway, so I might bring them back. I might just extend their deal. So we'll see. But great match, great match. And they're one of my favorite tag teams. I won't say of all times, but they're one of my favorite the Hunters are one of my favorite tag teams. And a match that was definitely a calm the crowd match, or just cooling the crowd down. In a decent match, Dakota Kai defeated Renee Michelle in 12:45 by pinfall at the top rope splash. Dakota Kai with a good 58. Renee Michelle with a 42. Yeah, couldn't complain about the match. This was a decent match. A match that they got both women on a card, and a match that had purpose. Dakota Kai didn't feel that Renee Michelle she didn't feel that she had no business being on Inferno. So they had a match to prove, to see if Renee Michelle has it, and Dakota Kai, is she right? Does Renee belong in Inferno? Because she did lose the match, and Renee said she will prove herself. But with those match ratings, I think she did prove herself that she's a worthy person to be on the main roster. Renee Michelle's pretty good. She has around 40 popularity. And Dakota Kai, she has around 55. So a really good match. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. We see both women's journeys up to this point. Tenille, so this is a high package for the Tenille Dashwood Maya Awatani match for the NXT Women's title. We see both women's journey up to this point. Tenille returned to NXT and won the Mae Young Classic, and she beat Maya Awatani in the finals. She captured the NXT title from Io Shirai and has successfully defended it up to this point. Maya has only lost one match, and so that person was, yep, you guessed it, it was Tenille. She's beaten the likes of Io Shirai, Dakota Kai, cheerleader Melissa, and Maya wants to avenge her only loss in NXT and capture the Women's Championship. Let's see, I think this match, I'm going to say 80. Both women can kick out a 70. I feel that this would be an 80. I think it might be higher than 80, but I'm going to go with 80. 75. Oh, they didn't click, man. Goodness. And about to have fantastic heat and good wrestling, Maya Awatani defeated Tenille Dashwood in 17:48 by pinfall, the diving double foot stomp. Maya Awatani wins the NXT Women's title. Dakota not Dakota, Tennille and Maya both had 66 each. 75, that's a good match rating, but I'm a little disappointed because even though they didn't click, if they did, this would have at least been 82 or 83. But I'm not going to complain. This was a good match, and Maya Iwatani is the new NXT Women's Champion. And about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Thunder Rosa defeats Gail Kim by pinfall with the La Rosa. Thunder Rosa with the 49, Gail Kim with the 50. This match, I was thinking around maybe mid to late 40s, but 52 is pretty good. This match cooled the crowd down a little bit, but Thunder Rosa beats a legend, if not an already legend, in Gail Kim. And the story behind this was Gail Kim thought that she came out congratulated Thunder Rosa after she beat Mercedes Martinez, and she says that Thunder Rosa is the future of the NXT Women's Division, and Thunder Rosa wants to prove herself because she really hasn't had that big marquee win. Because she lost to Charlotte, that would have been her big marquee win. She lost to Rhea Ripley, that would have been another one. And she challenged Gail Kim because Gail Kim is a legend, and she wanted to prove herself, and I think she did with that match rating. Thunder Rosa's, I think she's underrated in the game compared to how she is in real life. She's really good in real life, and I think she's getting her way. She's getting her way up there. But good match from both women. Thunder Rosa has beaten Gail Kim and has that one big marquee, supposed to say win. She's beaten a future, if not already legend, in Gail Kim. Gail congratulates Thunder Rosa, and Thunder Rosa celebrates with the fans. Okay, so what's the next match? I think that's the Dominic Dijakovic Bronson Reed match, and I think that match probably get like 65, 58. Yeah, okay. In a decent match, Dominic Dijakovic defeated Bronson Reed in 14:27 by pinfall of the reverse Death Valley driver. During the match, we also had Kim Shamrock run in and attack Bronson Reed. 58 from Bronson Reed is pretty good. Dominic Dijakovic, 53. He's around the 50, almost 50 mark. Bronson, I know he had 50. I checked before the show. And Dominic Dijakovic has 49. So, decent match for both men. I was going to have Bronson Reed win, but I just turned Dominic Dijakovic heel and put him with Ken Shamrock. And both men needs a win for their momentum. Bronson, he just got out the triple threat match with Brody King, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed. Even he didn't win that, of course, but I want to push Bronson Reed because I feel like he has superstar potential written all over him. But I just couldn't have Dominic Dijakovic lose after he just turned heel and just paired him with the new manager and Kim Shamrock. Let's see. Okay, this match I thought it could have been better, but in the bout they had good heat and decent wrestling. Pete Dunne and Mustache Mountain defeated Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma when Pete Dunne defeated Raul Mendoza with the bitter end. Trent Seven 60, Tyler Bate 69, Pete Dunne 68, Joaquin Wild 56, Raul Mendoza 53, and Santos Escobar 60. Good match, good match. With these match ratings, I think with these performances and the segment rating, I can see where they got the segment rating from, and I thought this was a good match to get both little faction warfare between British Strong Style and Legado del Fantasma, with British Strong Style coming out on top. Yeah, good match. Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven win here tonight as they do their signature British Strong Style poses, and the crowd eats it up. In the bout that had good heat and good wrestling, Charlotte Flair defeated Allison Kay in 17:05 by a pinfall. Allison Kay 53, Charlotte Flair 85. A good match so far. So yeah, this is the second best match of the night. Charlotte Flair, she's the most popular person in the company. She has 85 popularity, so that's her performance. Allison Kay, she's around that 53 mark. So I was gonna have Allison win, but I tried to keep Charlotte Flair strong, tried to protect her, and she still complained about it, and I didn't want to have any morale issues. So I just let Charlotte Flair win. And even though Allison Kay lost, I still want her to be portrayed as a winner because she took Charlotte Flair to the limit in a 17-minute match. Charlotte Flair has beaten Allison Kay, not without being taken to the limit. Charlotte Flair nods at Allison, showing a sign of respect. Allison reciprocates the same nod to Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair remains the queen of NXT, even though I spelled it wrong. She remains the queen of NXT. So as I said, even though Allison Kay lost, I still want to portray her as someone who's a credible threat in the women's division on the Thunder or Inferno brand, wherever she ends up after the draft. She's a credible person. I just want, Charlotte. I got some plans with Charlotte Flair with that, and no spoilers, but I got some plans with Charlotte Flair, so I think it's best that she didn't lose. But Allison Kay, she's not buried. She beat Rhea Ripley a couple months ago. She just challenged for the title against Bianca Belair a couple months ago as well. So she's not buried. And even though I want to show the crowd that even though somebody might lose, they're not buried or the momentum's not stalled. Some people can win from losing because they got to prove themselves, and that's what Allison Kay did. Jake something is in the ring. The lights go out. We hear people screaming over the PA system. The word Punisher appears on the screen. As smoke appears on the stage, Damian rises out of the darkness. We see Damian Priest wearing eyeshadow and a cross around his neck, a callback to his time in the Ring of Honor. We see his gears rugged and scarred with blood stains all over it. This isn't the Damian Priest we're used to. This is just the Punisher. And for those that want to know the backstory to this, Damian Priest challenged Yoel Cosmati for the NXT North American Championship a couple months ago, and he lost because of the debut of Ace Austin and Jake something. And he challenged Ace Austin and lost because of Jake something. And he was going to go ahead and tag Jake something a week after the pay-per-view, but the lights went out. All we heard was Rosemary's voice, and she locked him in a dungeon, and she says that she wants him to be her Punisher. And that was just a little bit of a callback to, as I said in the text, to his Ring of Honor days when he was Punishment Martinez. And I know Damian Priest has this, he's the cool, laid-back guy, the one that wins the titles and gets the girls. But I want him to have a little bit of a mean streak and him to be serious. I'm not saying his character's not serious, but I want him to be this serious character who's just a Punisher, like he was in Ring of Honor. So, and I'm doing this thing where when Rosemary wants to change someone, she changed cheerleader Melissa to Alyssa Flash, how she was in Impact, and she wanted to change Io Shirai. But spoiler alert for those that didn't watch Night 1, Io Shirai defeated Rosemary, so she didn't change Rosemary. She wasn't changed by Rosemary, but Damian Priest was. Okay, really good match. In the decent match, Damian Priest defeated Jake something in a last man standing match in 12:39 when Jake something could not beat a 10 count after a South of Haven. 52 from Jake something, 55 from Damian the Punisher Priest, and this is a good match. Really good. Speaking of good matches, and about to have fantastic heat and great wrestling, Keith Lee defeated Dragon Lee in 1725 by 2 pinfalls to 1 after winning the first, with the final 4 happening by a pinfall with a power slam. Keith Lee wins the NXT Television Championship. Dragon Lee is getting better at his game, and Keith Lee benefited from having a hot new move. These two men were in the best of 5 series. Keith Lee won the first 2 matches. Then Ray Horus trained Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee beat Ray Horus to show that he's took all the lessons from Ray Horus. He beat Keith Lee by roll up on the 3rd match. Then he beat him on the go home show in a steel cage match by escaping first. And then they had a best 2 out of 3 falls match to show that who's the true better man between these two, and shows that Keith Lee is the best better man on this night and the better man in the series. So tip hats off to Keith Lee and Dragon Lee. 83 from Dragon Lee is awesome. Keith Lee 70, that's pretty good. So Keith Lee has done it. He's the first ever NXT television champ. We could all bask in the glory of Keith Lee. The television championship is limitless. And yeah, that was the best match of the night so far. So 80, okay. Can the co-main and the main beat that? We'll see. Sheesh. Okay. So, in a decent match, Rhea Ripley, Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Nox, and Jungle Kiona defeated Candice LeRae, Mia Yim, Ivelisse, and Camille in the Cage Wars, aka War Games, in 2026. And Rhea Ripley submitted Camille in terms of in-ring work. Rhea Ripley was head and shoulders above everyone else. Oh, these don't sound good at all. Shotzi Blackheart, stiff neck. I don't know if she's gonna be out for a while. Candice LeRae, kidney contusion. Sheesh. I'll give y'all an update on the next episode on these two women. Hopefully they're not out for a long time. Camille 51, Evilise 46, Minion 46, Candice LeRae 54, Kiona 54, Tegan 45, Shotzi 37, and Rhea Ripley 67. Rhea Ripley looked excellent out there, and Evilise was off her game. Yeah, pretty good match between the women. Thank you, sir. Ooh, Shotzi caused. Shotzi, how did that happen? Shotzi was doing, she got hurt too, but she got Candice hurt as well. Goodness. We see Kaylee Ray and Timothy Thatcher in the crowd. They have the new signees to the Black and Gold brand. They're going to be making an impact in the near future. So I signed Timothy Thatcher. I already know what I'm gonna do with him. Kaylee Ray. Even though she did debut in NXT, this is her really being signed to the company. So Timothy Thatcher and Kaylee Ray are both here in NXT. They both work for NXT UK as well. NXT UK is its own company, as is NXT. So they're both on handshake deals, and we'll see what happens with them. Timothy Thatcher debuted his legitimate gimmick. It got initial rating of great. So we'll see. I think these two could be some valuable assets to the company. We see a hype video for the highly personal rivalry between Adam Cole and Finn Balor. Finn Balor debuted by having UE turn on Adam Cole. Finn Balor then turned the UE into his own club, the Balor Club. Adam Cole returned, costing BC the Dusty Classic. Adam and Finn Balor have been at each other's throats for weeks, and it comes to a head tonight. I think this might be the best match of the show. I'm going to say 83. 81. That's pretty good. And about to have fantastic heat and great wrestling, Finn Balor defeated Adam Cole in 26-34 by pinfall with the Shingata Princess Throne. Adam Cole 72, Finn Balor 76, 81 from both men. Pretty good. Yeah, you ain't gonna hear no complaints from me out of this. And the next match is our main event. Oh, I'm scared about this one because it's gonna Karrion Kross, he gives you a 70. Brody King, he can give you a 60, 65. Chad Gable, who gives you a 60, but Chad isn't as popular as Karrion, and he's a few popularity points away from Brody King. So I don't know who's gonna win this match, but I'm saying the match rating is 75. 69. Sheesh. And about that had great heat and good wrestling. Chad Gable defeated Karrion Kross and Brody King when he pinned Karrion Kross. Yes, he pinned Karrion Kross with a grand amplitude. Chad Gable wins the NXT Championship. Karrion Kross 76, Chad Gable 65, Brody King 68. So yeah, I signed Chad Gable. What was it? Maybe at the end of last year. And you just see how underutilized he is on WWE TV currently. Him teaming with Otis makes no sense whatsoever. And Chad Gable is much better than that. I'm not saying he's a world champ. He's a world champ right now. But he could definitely be better. He reminds me of Kurt Angle. I know that's cliche, but he does remind me of that underdog baby face that you could root for. And that's why he won the championship, because it's a great feel-good moment. Chad Gable has done it. He has captured the NXT Championship by pinning the man who almost took him out the match entirely. Chad cries as he holds up the championship. Confetti comes down, and Chad raises the NXT Championship. The crowd chanted, "You deserve it," and some of the roster come out to congratulate him. And this was a good show. We had some great matches, some debuts. We had new champions being crowned. We had some title defenses as well. So this was I think this was a great night to cap off NXT TakeOver Legacy. And we get a 74. I think that main event kind of killed the rating because we had an 81. We had a 80. Yeah, we had an 80. And then we had a 77. So yeah, that main event kind of killed the show. Even though I knew Finn Balor and Adam Cole was going to be better, I still want the NXT World Heavyweight Championship to main event. Because not only is it a title, but because of the moment I had planned for it. So tell me what you thought down below. Comment what do you think is going to happen next. What do you liked about it, what you liked about it, and what you didn't like about it. So tell me what you thought down below, and let's get it. Next is going to be the draft, where superstars from NXT, Inferno, and Thunder are going to be switching brands. I might call some people up. I doubt some new signings. So tell me what you thought down below, and I see you when I see you. Peace.